My fellow Nigerians, how did we get to this level? How did we get here? Like, what brought us to this level where people can boldly buy anybody because they think that they have the power? First of all, if I are stopping my channel for your first time, please subscribe my channel. This is your boy Kizword, and I'm here with this headline you are seeing on my screen now. That terror convict Charles Okah exposes how Nigeria Correctional Service shot dead over 100 inmates in Maidugri prison during flooding incidents, labeled them as escapees to cover up crime. This actually means that they intentionally pied over 100 inmates, that is 100 prisoners there, during that incident of flood, where we know that flood happened in Maidugri that was so serious. So they now pied 100 prisoners and then now labeled them escapees. Who are escapees? People that escaped from prison. That escaped from prison. And now this person was there. It's not as if it just was a lie. He was there. He was an evidence that this thing happened. And then why did they not went ahead to label it escapees just to cover up their crimes? How did we get to this level where people can boldly kill people because they feel like they want to kill them, or they want to kill somebody to cover up crimes? Because that's what is happening here in Nigeria, where people can like very fellow to me can come out to say the truth, and then the government, or let's say the person that was accused or blamed or exposed on that book written by Dore Falotimi, have the gall to arrest Dore Falotimi and take him to Ekiti till today, and then they now have to grant him a 50 million bail. That means if you speak in this country, they come for you. And now again, why was the reason why they pied 100 inmates? Who knows who and who were pied? Because this person did not publish the names of those that were pied. They just told us that they pied 100 inmates without giving us names. Then how do we know that our friends are not there? How do we know that our brothers are not there? Because we don't even know who and who we are pied. All we know is that they pied over 100 inmates in Maidugri prison, and at the end they labeled them to be escapees, which is a lie. They just said it so that they can cover up their crimes. This was coming from somebody that works in that place, that exposed these things, that they pied over 100 prisoners and then they labeled them escapees just to cover up their crimes. Who knows who and who we are pied, and who knows who and who that even escaped from that prison during that Maidugri time, because you have that the flood have to bring that defense and then some escapes. Then why them pieing people and then claiming that they're escapees? But let's get down to the articles to get more reasons why this happened, because this is actually sounding like Nigeria is no more under law or anything. We don't do as we wish. So follow me through these articles so that we will understand what really happened. So Charles Okah, the convicted mastermind of the October 1st, 2010 Abuja bombings, that has made a sudden revelation on how over 100 inmates at the new minimum security custodial center, Maidugri, Borno State, were unlawfully executed during the flood disaster that ravaged the state capital. Okah, in a personal account, shared with Sarah reporter that the atrocious killing took place on Tuesday, September 10th, 2024. That's over 3 months now. Sarah reporter had reported that the Nigeria Correctional Service had declared 281 inmates missing from the medium security custodial center, Maidugri, the Borno State capital. The service had noted that this followed an evacuation process in the aftermath of the flood incident in the state, as 7 inmates were returned to the center. Omar Abubakar, spokesman of the service, had in the statement released the details of the inmates, including their biometrics. Abubakar said the Nigeria Correctional Service has observed the flooding currently being experienced in Maidugri, Borno State, and its environment. The unfortunate incident has left scars, breaking down the walls of the correctional facilities, including the medium security custodial center, Maidugri, as well as the staff quarter in the city. Upon the evacuation of inmates by officers of the service with support from sister security agencies to a safe and secure facilities, 281 inmates were observed to be missing. He, however, added that it is important to note that the service is in the custody of their details, including their biometrics, which is being made available to the public below. The service is working in synergy with other security agencies, as both covert and overt deployment has been activated to look out for them. Presently, a total of 7 inmates have been recaptured and returned to custody, while efforts are on the ground to track down the rest and bring them back to custody. While the effort is on, the public is assured that the incident does not impede or affect public safety. But in a 14-page letter titled "An Eyewitness Account: The Systematic Killing of Lunatic Inmates and Other Acts of atrocities in Nigeria prison by Charles Okah, a prisoner of conscience. Okah gave a graphic and vivid account on how the inmates were executed and falsely labeled missing by the prison authorities to cover up their atrocities. Hope you are getting where I'm going to now, because these are government, all they are good at doing is covering up their crimes. Could you imagine and someone that works there publicly give detailed graph of how these persons were executed and were pied, and then they now labeled them missing by the prison authorities? Why did they even pie them, and what are they covering up? These things are the things that need to be exposed, and I believe with time they all will be exposed. According to the letter, Okah said the reason he decided to release the details was because to remain silent in the face of evil is a form of evil itself. And that's why Dele to me have always stand for the truth. He said that he can never stand and see evil and not speak up. And that's why he left and resigned from being a lawyer, because he said that he cannot withstand the kind of corruption that we have in our system right now. So he resigned. And this is actually what this man is saying, that remaining silent in the face of evil is actually evil itself. So citing some biblical quotations, Okah said, in absolute obedience to the sacred mandate and my patriotic and moral obligation, I have no other choice, even at considerable risk to my life and freedom, than to bring to light once again atrocious act of darkness inside the Nigeria prison system, where Providence have chosen to plant me by the riverside of corruption and mendacity to flourish as but credible whistle blow. I keep on reading. Narrating the event on September 10th, he said that there was a flood which ravaged certain part of Maidugri metropolis in Borno State. Northeast Nigeria was no longer news to the waters had since receded. However, what has been kept hidden from the public and world at large is the deliberate cover up by the Nigerian Correctional Service of the shooting and killing of over 100 prisoners by the ragtag, trigger-happy, sanguinary armed squad units who had no prior training or orientation on how to respond in the event of a natural disaster emergency. He narrated, after a section of the NMSC perimeter fence collapsed under the pressure of the flood, the raging torrent of water began pouring in and filling up an exposed prison at an alarming rate, causing hydrophobic inmates to panic. Their anxiety was further heightened when the armed squad unit began firing live bullets directly into the phalanx of prisoners to discourage any thought of escaping. Do you see how they bite some persons and then not term them escapees? These are the people that want to survive because water have actually entered their prison. So they want to literally to survive, and then due to the prisoner trying to prevent them from escaping, they now fire gun and bite them, and then now term them escapees. People that were still in the prison, that are trying to survive the flood. You kill them because of your ignorance, because of your unprofessionalism, and then you term them to be escapees. Make it make sense. But this had an opposite effect. Chaos and a stampede ensued as some courageous eyewitnesses who survived the ordeal and now evacuated to the Maidugri Maximum Security Custodial Center gave their names and eyewitnesses' accounts should the government require them to testify during the inquest into the shooting and death as demanded in the Nigeria Correctional Act 2019. He said that the Assistant Controller General and Zonal Coordinator Zone C Controller, Borno State Command, and the officer in charge, NMSCC, had questions to answer for sweeping the shooting and killing the prisoners under the carpet, and then deceptively listing the dead as escapees at large. And it was after the authorities had then buried alongside drowned flood victims in mass graves. Okah explained that before the flood incident, 4 versions of the report on the systematic killings of lunatic inmates were intercepted by the prison authorities in MMSCC. I was locked in solitary confinement for months and only released after receiving a threatening warning. Keep quiet or else. Keep quiet or else. That's what our government are good at. Keep quiet or else. They will shut you up by themselves. But I will be the height of cowardice on my part if I allow my conscience to be controlled by fear and coercion. By publishing this report, I am sounding the clarion call to all like-minded people of good conscience. Let us collectively condemn and confront these dark deeds head on by shining our light of truth so brightly at full beam, so as to flood overwhelm and extirpate these forces of darkness and militias in Nigeria, in Nigeria's corrupt, pontiff, and malicious prisoner system. He called for the resignation of the Controller General and the NCOS if he was aware of the shooting and killings of inmates in the flood, hasn't ordered an inquest to date. Some reporters had reported that the National Emergency Management Agency said that more than 20,000 households were affected. The flood began after Alu Dam on the Ngala River, 20 kilometers south of Maidugri, overflowed following heavy rains, leading to the town's worst flooding in 30 years. According to the UN Human Rights Refugee Council and Maidugri Metropolitan Council residents. So welcome to Nigeria, where people cover up their crime. They threaten the eyewitness that he should keep quiet or else they will come for him. And thank God for that, for this man that said that I'd rather buy than to watch my conscience kill me by myself, because he said that I must speak the truth. Seeing the evil and keep quiet is an evil itself. So this is a video I made to you guys to know what's happening right now, because this thing we are swept under the carpet so that people will not know. And thank God is out for us to know what happened in September 10th. That people were pied unnecessarily because of their level of unprofessionalism. They pied people and then not labeled them escapees. People that were still struggling to survive flood, you now shot them and then you tell them escapees. This is the video I made to you guys. So you can any of you that made the video in the comment section. I will see you guys in my next video. If you don't forget to subscribe. Stay tuned, guys.